The Royal Derby, one of Britain's newest and largest hospitals, treating 1 million patients a year.
Morning, Dad. Hospital, Zoie speaking.
You're in hospital!
Every day here, lives begin, and lives are saved.
Adrenaline, please.
The stakes are high. The decisions we make the difference whether a patient lives or dies.
Right, who am I going into battle with now?
Behind every life-changing moment
Calm down. Oi!
We'll go and make the toast.
is an extraordinary team of over 8,000 staff,
We're living the dream, you and me here, aren't we, summed up?
each one dependent on the next.
We are like a little work family.
Take one member out of that family and it doesn't function.
3, 2, 1, go.
Continue this search for a missing patient. You look after him.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
From the surgeons to the sweepers,
Just behave yourself, that's all I ask.
You did so well.
these are their stories.
I just need to get this right.
It's quite intense, but it's what we do.
Morning, lads. Rise and shine. Let's have some action in here. Get your glasses on so you can see the beauty that you've got looking after you today.
As a new day begins,
Morning. Morning.
staff from 150 different professions across 105 departments are getting ready for the day ahead.
You're supposed to use water, lad, when you go in the shower, not just stand there looking at your belly. Come on then, move yourself then, because we want to get you done before Christmas, if possible. Go on, get in that shower.
Most of the patients here have problems caused by alcohol, making this one of the most challenging wards in the hospital.
Patients that have got damaged livers through alcohol, we're giving them the opportunity to start the healing process by putting them on a detox. There's no crocodiles, darling. No, you're not going out just yet, darling. Try and keep you safe. You're not safe, darling.
Every day, Jayne and her team help alcoholics cope with the symptoms of withdrawal.
Get you on the bed now, come on. Sometimes they get really agitated and aggressive because it's like cold turkey at the end of the day. No, if you fall on the floor and you crack your skull and then create lots of paperwork for us. I like nursing patients like this. It's all for your own good. I know it could happen to all of us, so come on, let me help you. There you go. Snuggle up.
At 11 a.m, people start arriving from all over Derbyshire to visit loved ones at the hospital. And they all need somewhere to park.
When you send somebody main entrance, is getting a big queue there in main entrance now.
With up to 3,000 visitors a day, the hospital depends on the car park team to keep the traffic flowing.
Yeah, can you both make your way back to the office, please? We can get gridlocked right up to the main road. We've got more people than we have spaces.
You're going out now? All right, okay. It's a big queue.
But sometimes the biggest problems are caused by the staff.
I've got a consultant. His car has rolled over the bank in 6A.
He's just touched his pedal, he's gone straight over.
We'll go see if we can get the tractor again, see if we can give it a bit of pull with some rope.
You have a little chuckle, but not while they're looking. Put it after.
There we go.
The car parking team are not the only ones struggling to cope with the flow of people. With the number of patients increasing all the time, the busiest part of the hospital is A&E.
Been out drinking during the day today, and he's come in this evening very agitated.
Consultant Dan is in charge of resus, where they deal with the most serious cases.
Part of the reason I've done this job is because it's varied, it's unpredictable, and I think it's also chosen me because my attention span is short, and I think most of my colleagues would agree with that, and most of my family would agree that I've got a relatively short attention span. If it's okay, we've got another patient coming in who's very unwell, we're going to have to move you to a different area for a couple of minutes. We're happy that you're nice and stable, and I'll come and see you very shortly. We can regularly get 30, 35 patients per hour. Anything can happen from a sprained finger to a car crash and multiple people dying. So it is a pressurised environment. If I said it wasn't scary, then I'd be lying. I'm tempted to hold off and just see. Okay. But we'll see.
Get some more help as well. I think there's
Dan has received an emergency call about a 20-year-old patient who is on his way into resus. Michael has been unconscious and fitting for 50 minutes.
How you doing? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
He's lying on the sofa and he's had around about 6:30 started with a partial seizure.
Yeah.
On arrival of the crew, which was around about 7 o'clock, he started having a full-blown tonic-clonic seizure. There's no trauma today, he's literally just been on the sofa.
Michael!
Get ready for CT brain. Let's check his BM, make sure there's nothing else reversible. Might be that there's something happening within the brain itself that's not allowing him to regain consciousness. Bleeding the brain, that's absolutely life-threatening and life-changing. The other possibility is infection. I think the longer he remains unconscious, the more concerned we are with him.
Dan hurries Michael to have a CT scan of his brain.
The massive fear for me and the fear that I have from day to day and I'll go home at night is, have I missed anything? Have I missed something that will make that patient have a poor outcome? And that is a fear that we all have, and we'd be lying if we didn't.
So what happened then last night?
Oh, I was a bit confused. I didn't have a drink. I spent my mother's life. God struck me dead. God struck my mother dead. I didn't have a drink or nothing. My brother...
Last night, 47-year-old Zehir went missing from the ward for several hours.
To pick my clothes up, I got this tracksuit.
See, look at you now. You're like you've been on the bevy. You be safe. I don't know whether this patient, I don't know whether it's yours. Zehir? Yes. It's yours?
Yes.
Well, he's been playing up again in the night and is very drowsy.
If Zehir has been drinking, the doctors may refuse to carry on treating him.
Where's my breathalyzer? We're here to help. So it is a bit of a slap in the face when they know they've taken something. They'll try and get one over on us. But, I mean, they've got to get up early to get one over on me. You were acting strange. So what we're going to do is just do this breathalyzer. If you're clear, that's fine. We'll carry on with your treatment. But if it shows that you have had any alcohol, there may be the possibility that the doctors will say, right, go on, sling your hook off the ward. So are you happy for us to go ahead and do the breathalyzer test?
Yeah. Can you bring my something off?
Analyse him. Done. Nothing. Take your mouth.
They are. Clear as can be.
Yeah, no,
so now we believe you.
No, if I don't go for a fact, you can all see.
We won't moan. Yeah. We'll let you off.
I'm concentrating now. I'm concentrating. I'm going to get myself a job and I'm going to get myself a woman.
Oh, so just stick with the job. Because if you start fiddling about with women, you'll be back in here again. Eh? On the alcohol.
For most people, a visit to the hospital is a one-off event.
By the way, from this afternoon, we'll have you out of bed walking around.
But patients who need regular treatment come here week in, week out.
I saw this Porsche advertised and I thought I'd go for it. So it puts a smile on my face, put it that way.
Every time you go with your keys to the car.
Every time.
In the chemotherapy suite, Caroline treats up to 16 cancer patients on every shift.
This environment is unique.
It's the only place where you can get to know your patients really well. You really do get to chat and have the crack with them.
I can't wear a wig.
No.
Because I had one the very first time I had the chemo and it looked absolutely ridiculous. When I've got the wig on, if I turn my head, the wig would stop.
It goes with it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like the wig's there and I turn my head and my face is in the wig. Honestly, I look absolutely ridiculous.
6 years ago, Zoe was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. This is her third course of chemotherapy.
When I finish my chemotherapy, I always treat myself. I bought myself a Mulberry handbag.
Can we ask how much your bag was?
£1,000.
No way. £1,000?
It was £1,000.
You had things like that in Derby.
Oh, yes.
£1,000 handbag?
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Zoe has just one more chemo session to go before she finds out whether the treatment is working.
I've got plans for my next treat when I finish. So I'm going to have some Dewberry boots.
Woo.
Yeah.
I think it boosts her. It's giving you pleasure and another focus. Because their time might be shorter than ours. They live a full life as best they can.
Back Monday. Back Monday.
Michael, lift your arm up for me. Michael, lift your arm up for me.
In A&E, Michael is back from his CT scan.
Can you talk to me yet?
He's now been unconscious for 2 hours.
Can you talk to me? No major signs of any infection. He's got no bleeding around the brain and there's no fractures of his skull. A combination, we've got to give him a bit of medication.
Michael's family arrive, and after talking to them, Dan has the answer.
He's a 20-year-old with sort of history of heavy alcohol use and cannabis use during the day-to-day. He's had a good litre of spirits and a fair bit of beer as well. He's obviously drinking pretty heavily.
He gets all the money.
He can pack quite a bit away.
70-year-old litre bottle of Bacardi on his own.
Really? Michael, can you hear me? Put your hands up if you can hear me. Put your hand up if you can hear me. Good man. And it's now going to take a little bit of time for him to wake up and come round. He'll be an overnight. Okay. Yeah, yeah. There were definitely a range of possible diagnoses which were life-threatening for him. And part of our thinking is to really start to rule those out very early and work our way down to a level where we're happy. And that took quite a while with him. Yeah, he's apparently... They've just heard he's drunk about a litre of Polish vodka that's imported with, that's homemade in Poland, that there's a load of warning signs for not drinking because it's potentially quite dangerous. Oh dear. So he may have some learning points. Alcohol is a massive cause of presenting to the emergency department. It's so available and it's very, very addictive and it's very, very hard to get off. The complications, both health and social, of alcohol are massive.
Bye, commitment. Bye. Love you. Love you. Love you. See you tomorrow.
10% of all patients in the hospital are here because of an illness or an injury caused by alcohol.
Oh. Oh. It's a bit of whiskey. Who's this?
Roommates.
Who's brought that in for him?
I think they just found it in his luggage.
What's this, young man? I know you've not touched it and we're going to take this away from you now. Because we can't have this kind of thing on the ward, can we? Bless. He brought it in.
On the liver ward, Jayne is doing the drugs round.
Right then, chaps, let's get cracking. Oh, it's your birthday today. Yeah. Oh, congratulations.
51 today.
51. Mind you, I'm only 30.
3 days ago, James was brought to the hospital when he collapsed after binge drinking.
There we go then, chicken.
Thank you, my lovely.
We'll get you in that shower again because your feet are humming a bit, aren't they?
Yeah.
And you go off here looking like a film star. Right, that's you done then, birthday boy. Have you got anybody coming in to see you today? No?
I've got nobody.
I've always liked shaving. And that's why I always said I'd love to have a go with the cut throat, you know. James was quite bad when he came in. He'd not had a bath, shower or anything for weeks. That's what you've got to do, is try and keep on top of things, haven't you? What kind of dog is it you've got then? It's a collie?
Border collie,
Yeah. I've got a collie cross, and she's 15 now.
Blimey.
Yeah, mine just is about knackered.
Mine's 12 and a half, so she might have a couple of years
I think,
left.
yeah. I think he's very lonely, and I think this is the problem with a lot of our patients. When somebody does show them that kindness, it does affect them, because that's the real person you're getting to. There you are. Here you are, Carol, look at this.
Oh, my word.
Hey, all right?
I don't recognise myself.
When you go home, your mates will think, oh, my God.
I look like Keith Lemon. About a year ago, my mum died. So obviously it hit me pretty hard. Couldn't look after myself or my dog. See, I'm at a quandary at the moment, whether to give up or try again. And hopefully they're trying to make me try again.
There's nothing for you to worry about whilst you're in here with us. Hey, you're amongst friends.
I know that, sweetheart, thank you.
There you go, sugar.
Caring for patients isn't just down to the nurses. One of the most important departments in the hospital has nothing to do with medicine.
Did you have a look at your menu of what you'd like for your lunch?
Jackie, a potato with tuna.
OK, thank you very much.
Lunch orders from all 45 wards in the hospital are sent to the basement, where a team of caterers prepare the meals.
Today we've got fish and chips, we've got sandwiches, we've got the puddings, that's great.
Paul has worked in the hospital for 4 years. Every lunchtime, he and his team prepare and distribute hundreds of hot meals, salads and sandwiches.
The hospital has got corridors which stretch for a marathon. So you're talking the 28 miles. I can't tell you how many miles I actually do personally, because I've never had a pedometer put on me.
In chemotherapy, today's sandwiches are getting mixed reviews.
When you've had chemo, everything tastes awful.
Horrible, weren't they?
Were they horrible? What was the matter with the roll?
They were like doorstops.
They were like doorstops. There's no butter, it's just bread. Maybe the person that made them this morning was having a bad day.
Yeah.
It's Monday. Probably had it every night last night.
God help them by Friday, then.
But I will feed back to the lovely management.
Paul thinks he has the solution.
This currently is what you get in.
Yeah, the cheese roll.
A cheese roll, it has tomato on it.
Yes.
But I've been working to change that, because I understand that the tomato gets discarded and they only use the cheese.
Yeah, the tomato was too acidic.
So we've been working then on a plain sandwich, right? So it's just a plain cheese. So as from next week, we will be going live with the sandwich.
Rita, what's the verdict on the cheese sandwich?
Not too bad.
Good? Excellent.
Sounds like you're going into early labour, darling. Hello, birth centre, it's Liz. I've got one on the line already, I can't take another one.
Every day, more than 200 new patients need a bed somewhere in the hospital, and finding space for them all is a constant challenge.
We seem to not have made enough discharges this morning, so they're full and they've got a patient in ED that needs to come in.
With new patients flooding in 24 hours a day, the pressure on A&E is particularly intense.
Can't send you home at the minute.
No.
You're not well enough.
No.
You know you're not well enough, don't you?
No.
Is there a patient to be seen?
Yes, there is.
Hey, don't let it go.
Our majors area is 14 cubicles, and every cubicle is double parked. It's all happening here, isn't it? The volume of patients is our biggest challenge in emergency medicine. You can look on the computer and see there's another 15, 20 or 30 coming in an hour, and if you know the numbers that are coming in, we haven't got the amount of staffing and the amount of resource to manage them, then that becomes very stressful. So we've had 330 patients through already. We've currently got 6 patients waiting to be seen. Okay. It's okay, don't worry. Oh, just relax. Pads on, please, pads on, please. Pads on, pads on.
After coming in with a heart problem, 65-year-old Eric has gone into cardiac arrest.
And some adrenaline, please. Just bring that down for me.
In A&E, consultant Dan is doing CPR to try and restart Eric's heart.
LMA.
Okay, and just rhythm check. Okay, and more shock. Shock. Yeah.
Have you got a pulse?
Okay, just relax, well done. Just monitoring back through the pads if we can. Okay. Just relax, that's a male understatement. Just relax for me. Take your time. What you're doing absolutely fine, okay? And we'll look after you and get you better, all right? Any pains in the chest now? Just to alleviate the fear of your other half, I'm gonna have a quick, very, very quick chat to her, okay? Just to tell her you're okay. It's okay, don't worry, it's just relax, it's fine.
Have I lost him?
No, he's back. You can come back in if you want to come and see him.
I'm going to lose him, aren't I?
You're not going to lose him. We'll look after him, I promise you. He's talking to you, he's sat up, he's laughing and joking.
He's just had a cob because he was hungry.
It's all right. I'll have a cob in a minute as well, if I can. Come on then, let's go. We're not dancing yet. I can't dance. I'm rubbish.
I'll teach you.
You can teach me if you want to in a minute.
Thank you.
I've got 2 left feet. I'll be useless.
Go on, tell me off, right?
He was actually quite lucky. For that 90 seconds, he died. Restarting someone's heart and getting them back to life, that should affect you. My dad's had various heart problems and that could easily have been him.
Back with you now.
Okay, all right, well done. We'll see you in a bit. Okay, we'll see you in a bit as well. But I think the minute it didn't affect me would be the time I'd be thinking I'm doing the wrong job. His heart went into a funny rhythm and we've had to restart the heart. But he had a good minute and a half of CPR and a shock and his poor wife. He'll be absolutely fine.
To recover?
He will recover. You know, I can never say completely, but he's doing absolutely fine. I promise you.
Thank you.
Okay, you look after him.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Don't cause any trouble on the ward. Be good. Take care. See you later.
Zoe Summers.
Hi, Caroline. Hiya.
In chemotherapy, Zoe has come for her final treatment.
Who's this you got with you?
Yeah. This is Leon.
Oh, pleased to meet you. What relationship are you? Not boyfriend, is it? Oh, he's son.
Joy boy.
Right, follow me. Go to B2. All right. All right.
Yeah.
You're deep breathing now.
Yeah. Warm, isn't it? Think about shopping. Yes. Yeah, what shall we buy? When I was first diagnosed with the ovarian cancer, they said to me, have you got anything planned in the next 6 weeks? And I said, yeah, my son's getting married. And they said, well, you won't be able to go. Bit sad, really.
Yeah. Still bothers me.
But I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I sent a speech, didn't tell anybody. Sent a speech with the best man, and I started with it, hello, my little soldier. And that was it then.
Did you always used to call him that?
Yeah,
Still
do.
That was it then. Tears. Tears everywhere. Yeah.
But now I say to them when they start crying, don't cry, don't cry. We've got to be positive, not negative. You know, they just go to pieces.
Do they?
Yeah.
And how does that affect you?
That's why I tell them.
Stop it.
Yes, you must stop it because, you know, I'm all right, I'm being cared for, looked after. So you've got to be strong for me.
Over the last 2 years, Zoe's cancer has spread. Chemo is her only hope of fighting it, but there's no guarantee the treatment will work.
Got them all sorted if anything happens to me, you know. They've all got their little part to do.
So you've sorted your funeral?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's all sorted, yeah.
Wow. Did you know all about this?
No, I didn't.
How does that make you feel?
Very sad. Because it's real, isn't it?
Yeah.
You just don't want to think about it.
It does affect me. When I see them struggling, I want to cry. And I think I'm not going to cry. I will not cry because I'm not helping them. The best way to be with the patient is supportive. We just do tender love and care. That's the best way.
You never know
You know.
what's going to happen next, do you?
No. I'm having my scan to tell me how things are going and then I get the results.
I'd like to know how you got on. Would you come and tell me?
Yeah, of course I will.
OK, Zoe, all the best.
Thanks
Bye,
for everything,
Zoe.
Caroline.
Yeah.
Thanks for all your help and support. Can't do it without all of you lot.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thanks.
Your mother's amazing.
As night falls, across the hospital, life goes on. From beginning
She's well into having this baby.
to end. Until 6 a.m, when staff on the day shift start to return.
I usually get up round about 4 o'clock, 4:15. I just take my time, just get myself calmed down, ready for the day. Make sure that my wrinkles are all in place, like, you know. That's why I get up early, I think, because it takes longer these days for the wrinkles to sort of soften out.
Jayne has worked in the NHS for 40 years. 10 years ago, she took charge of the liver ward.
I chose to work on this ward a few years back, and it was like I knew straight away that's where I belong. We'll just have the windows open just for a few minutes, just to get some fresh air in, because it always smells of blooming armpits on the men's bay. Eh? You just wash yours. That's what I like to hear.
Are you fancy, Miss Sue, Doctor? How do I know you?
This is your doctor. Oh, don't you recognise her?
I do, not with... she's got different clothes on, probably.
Zehir has been on the ward for 6 days.
Where is he?
You gave me the enough.
And he's almost finished his detox.
Tell him I understood every word he said.
Sorry, nurse?
I can understand every word you said.
I'm talking to your mum.
Yes, I can understand what you're saying.
I'm talking to your mum.
Hurry up. The patients allowed you to have the banter. You were talking about me, weren't you?
No, I'm sorry, nurse. I swear, I'm mother's
No, I'm only having you on, darling.
Life. I did not mention no lady or nothing here.
Careful with that needle in your arm.
Yes, I will do.
Remember, it's there.
Yes.
Don't want patients, not all the time, where you've got to be so, you know, politically correct. Some of them can misbehave and you have to threaten them with the backhander, but they respond well to that kind of behaviour. Oh, my Lord. Who is it? Eh? Have you come visiting?
and singing. Glory to the newborn King.
Are you going off the ward now?
Yes, Mum.
Go on then. Hey, and stay away from that pub. Get out there, man. Hey?
Yes, Mum.
Just escorted him off. James.
And it's not aggressive or anything. I mean, we very rarely need security because the staff know how to handle a lot of them, so it makes it a lot nicer.
But if the medical staff do need help, the security team is just a phone call away.
Security to car park, can you receive an over? Is everything all right there?
Across the hospital, 130 cameras keep watch on the day's events.
She was going home, she reversed, and she's caught the post. She didn't think there was much damage, she just thought she scraped it. But now it's not moving at all.
Yeah, roger that, received over, cheers.
The nature of our job, every department, all over the hospital, you could be here, there and everywhere. That's a good part about the job, though, because it's no 2 days are the same.
After 10 years on the job, the boys are on good terms with their regular customers.
The lady, I said, look, normally I'd just kick off and go mad and get arrested. I said, and that's not...
And you're not going to do that, because I'm working.
Yeah, we know him. We're on first-name terms.
Don't give him any grief, otherwise I'll get called.
When hospital safety is at stake, there's no job too big for the security team.
I mean, recently we had these pissed-up kids that were creating a riot scene. Foul language, threats. They weren't very nice to you, were they?
No, I didn't like it because I was bald-headed. Receiving, go ahead.
The boys have been called to A&E to help with the patient.
You have to weigh each incident up on its own merits.
Yeah.
You can't go in there thinking, this is how it's going to act, this is how it's going to unfold.
Oh, that's it. Good man. Good man. I do know.
Have you all right, mate? We've met a few times.
Yeah. I love you.
Do you?
Yeah.
Let my wife hear you say that.
They could be kicking off because they're scared. Might be confused, might have a head injury.
She was going in and out of aggressive.
Yeah, you got them. Fuck off.
We're trying to help you. We're not here to hurt you.
You know us. We've met a few times, haven't we?
Yeah.
So calm down then.
Yeah, just relax.
Yeah. We're going to leave
you now.
Yeah, I'll be here anyway. Okay? Yeah.
With the patient calmed down, the boys can return to base.
You're slowing down.
Come on, young one.
I was married once, you know.
You was?
I was.
Get
One
out.
to Angie. Yeah.
What was it?
All of 6
What,
months.
to Jamie's dad?
No.
For 6 months?
Yes.
Come
and
on.
I would never have a man have any kind of
hold of you.
hold
No,
over
I'm not
me
like
ever
that.
Again. I've had my romantic days. They're in my memory now.
Oh, bless you.
I don't mind having them as friends and that, you know.
What, with benefits?
I mean, since that, yes, well, that's what I used to do, you know, it's quite nice. So
Yeah.
I'd just phone my friend up and say, do you fancy a drink?
Excuse me.
On the liver ward, 8 days after being admitted, James has finished his alcohol detox.
So the liaison team have seen him and psychiatry, but they feel that he can now go home.
Excellent.
So I'm going to ask the dietitian to see him because he's at risk of self-neglect still.
I mean, he's eating everything you put in front of him whilst he's been here, hasn't he? So whether when he gets home he'll just not bother again, I don't know. James, now then, the doctors have said we're looking to kick you out then soon.
Yeah. As long as I can get some support when I get
When you go out, but you must turn up at the appointments. No letting me down, eh? I don't want you to come back in here looking like Father Christmas again, do we?
No.
Eh?
Yeah.
So, you know, and if ever you do get upset, did you phone the ward?
We've got to keep trying, haven't we?
You haven't? You've got to think of that old dog and all, haven't you?
I've got some hope now.
Are you filling up, are you? Eh, you big soft lad? Eh? Give us a hug. Eh? You've done really well.
Thank you. Thank you.
Don't be letting me down now.
I'll try not to.
All right? All right, sugar?
Cheers, love.
Thanks a lot, James.
take care of yourself then.
Thanks a lot, everybody.
Okay.
Cheers.
All right. Bye.
When they're up, walking, ready for home, that is it for me. I fill up. When, you know, they're hugging you and thanking you, there's no better reward, really. And that's when you go home and you think, yes, we've done well there.
When you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you.
Today, Zoe is going to find out whether her cancer has responded to the chemotherapy.
We don't know if it's worked or not, the chemo, and you don't know which way it's going to go. Cardinal rule is you must never, ever, ever take away hope from a cancer patient. Never. There's always hope.
Hi, Zoe. Hi, Caroline. How are you? I've not been very well. Oh, no, unfortunately. Yeah, it's took a long time to get better this time after the last chemo.
What was wrong with you?
My breathing. My chest was really bad, the breathing. Like pins and needles. It's a funny thing, because when you breathe, that's when the pain starts. But I just keep thinking it's the bone marrow that's working.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Positive thinking is great.
Yeah.
I've been a bit worried this time. I've not really told you, have I?
No.
But it's been on my mind a bit more than normal. I think the more times you come, I don't know, you sort of...
The worse it gets.
Well, yeah, the worse it gets. And you think, how many times are we going to have good news?
I'm going to hang about and
thank you.
see what the results are.
Yeah, oh, thanks, Caroline.
Yeah,
it'll be all right. It'll be all
Keen
right.
to see how you get on.
Yeah.
Were you worried about a chest?
Yeah, that's...
Oh, this is
That's
it.
you, Zoe.
Right, well, this is it. Come on. I'll see you later. I'll be fine. Don't worry. Positive thinking. See you later, Caroline.
See you later.
Bye. Hello.
When I'm waiting for patients' results, I do have anxiety because I want to know if they're positive or negative to brace myself. Be really upset for all the family, particularly, you know, Leon. He adores his mother. You know, if Zoe gets bad news today, I'm ready to help her.
Caroline is waiting to hear the results of Zoe's scan to find out whether her chemotherapy has worked.
Let's get out of here.
Hiya.
Zoe, hi, how are you?
Brilliant news.
Brilliant news?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah, it was just fabulous. Everything. Oh, thank you, Doc. Yeah, everything has shrunk.
Everything's shrunk.
Everything's shrunk, yeah. And can't believe it.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
Okay.
Even if it was stable, it's you know, positive news.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
shrunk right down and one bit's disappeared.
Yeah, you stop worrying, don't you?
Yeah.
Sat in traffic worrying about your mum.
Oh, bless. I'm just over the moon. You know, today it's just going to be a lovely day.
And will your hair grow back now?
Yeah, it's just starting to come
Feels
back.
lovely.
When it grows, we'll be stuck together like Velcro. Right, look. Oh, thank you. And I'll see you in 3 months' time.
Yes.
Fabulous.
You learn that cancer patients feel privileged to be alive every day, and we should be too. I've started to look at sunsets in the sky and the trees and the seasons, appreciating the small things in life. I'm 54 this September, and then next year I'm retiring at 55 and start having a wonderful life.
Tonight, the hospital is holding an awards ceremony, to celebrate staff who have worked in the NHS for 40 years.
I can remember when I first started in the health service, people who had qualified for long service awards were old. And now you're not.
Are you going to go?
I'm not going.
Why not?
Because it ain't my scene, is it?
Oh, come on.
I ain't going. The thing is, Carl, you don't need a blooming certificate just to say you've been working for the NHS 40 years. I can draw my own blooming certificate. I don't need a certificate, though. It's silly, isn't it, really?
Even if she won the lottery, I don't think she'd retire. This is Jayne's life. This is her baby. She lives here. She may as well move her bed in.
Apart from that, you'll have some right old fuddy-duddies. Yeah, and I know, like, I'm old myself, but I ain't nothing like some of them.
Well done.
He's in room 7, is that right? Yeah. Where's room 7? Just up here on the... Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
In cardiology, Dan has come to check on Eric, the patient he resuscitated in A&E.
Hello. How are you doing? Good.
I got a pacemaker from bottom through and put in a proper pacemaker in tomorrow.
It's all a bit shock, isn't it?
Yeah, it was, yeah. I don't understand why somebody was on my chest, you know.
Well, funny enough, actually, I saw you. You kind of had signs of life, and I could see you thinking, right, what's he doing to me? What's a complete weirdo doing in the middle of the hospital? What's going on there? Don't underestimate the kind of psychological bit of what's happened. So you can feel, you know, that kind of awareness of mortality, just that can make you feel a bit funny for a bit, can't it? Really, I think once you've got your head around what's happened and you're back at home, you need to get back to life as quick as you can, don't you? Back to normality for you, and try not to change the things you're doing, really.
He promises that if we can go away on holiday, he's going to treat me. Thanks to you.
Hey, pleasure.
Yeah.
Look after yourself. Don't cause any trouble.
Thank you so much for your help.
It's good to meet you as well. All right, take care.
And you. Sorry.
Take care.
And you.
See you
Take
later.
care. Thank you. Bye.
From a minute and a half of work, he could well have hopefully 20 or 30 years of life.
An awful lot.
To see the gratitude of the family and friends, and most importantly him, that's why we do the job, I think. If you find a job that's almost a vocation rather than a career, and that you leave each day thinking you've done a good job, then you've kind of cracked half your life, I think.
A lot of people will say, oh, it's sad, you know, that I spend a lot of time here. I don't think it's sad. I enjoy the company here, I enjoy having the laugh. And yeah, I mean, sometimes at home it can be lonely. It is like a family. God, it's like blooming Grand Central Station here today, isn't it? Out my way. My Lord.
But Jayne's team has a surprise in store for her.
Oh, dear.
Jayne? Just wanted to hand you you didn't want to go to the actual ceremony, but we thought it should be celebrated because 40 years is a long time to give of yourself, and you deserve it.
You get
Well done, Jayne. Yeah, well done.
Thank you. Thank Yeah, I'm proud of 40 years, but I'm not ready to be put out to grass yet. Gradually, I'll get to that stage where I think, you know what, I've done now. Either that or I'll just drop dead.
Should crumble to the sea.